To 9 to 5 Sports Guys. It's your boy T.
It's your man TJ.
What's up? It's your man,
All right, in this episode, we're going to discuss what's going on in the playoffs. Gentlemen, are you guys surprised at what's going on in the playoffs right now?
No, I'm not. Uh, I mean, this situation, this game with what's it? The game with Portland.
Who?
Was
Goat
it
James?
Portland? Nah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just like that's almost like the game with when the Lakers played the damn 76ers and the Sixers won game one. I mean, it just seems like now they probably run through. But my only thing is though that AD is going to have to continue playing like that throughout this series for them to win though, because LeBron not going to be able to do it by himself. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get his. So the key factor is going to be AD. He has to continue playing just like this because, damn, where was he before? He's like, where's Waldo at first, Waldo?
And Nam,
think
what you got to say?
I think I agree with you, but I'm gonna add on to that. I think AD has to play this way the rest of the playoffs. He
Right.
can't. AD has to be what LeBron was in Miami. It's his team, and
Right.
LeBron is at some point or essentially D Wade. He's gonna have to give you what he gives you, but more of it has to be AD because the next round they're potentially gonna play the Rockets, and they're guard driven too.
Yeah.
So he has to impose his will and be the big on PJ Tucker the same way he's doing right now with Nurk and Gabriel and the rest of those guys.
But hey, no. What I was gonna add to that too. That I was saying is that yes, LeBron is LeBron, but people don't understand that this is not LeBron from the Cavaliers. This is not LeBron from Miami. He guys got
Exactly.
gotten older.
Yep.
So you already know he's gonna get his regardless of whatever numbers that he's gonna get. But my thing is the ability for his body to carry a team again through the playoffs like that through this grind. He can't. He's not gonna be able to do it. It's gonna kill him. He's already done it one time. It did bring Cleveland a championship, but that shit wore him out.
Yeah. And the fact
You know
they're
what I'm
playing
saying?
they're playing every other day.
Right.
He has 24 hours essentially to just recover,
Yeah.
as
Right.
opposed to 2 days in between, however which way it was prior to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not the least bit surprised. I'm not the least bit surprised at the turnout. I will be surprised if Portland come and win this game and tie this game up at 2. Now that's something speaking volumes.
Now, with the whole Portland, the Lakers situation, I agree with both of y'all. AD is the key factor. The Lakers pretty much gave up their future to get Anthony Davis. So that means it's championship or bust. You can't get to the finals and lose, or you can't even not make the finals. The Lakers pretty much gave up valuable pieces just to get you.
Starting unit. They give up a starting unit because that's
Right.
what
Right.
the Pelicans are using right now.
And the thing about it is, he has to be dominant. He has to be dominant. He has to dominate every game, both ends of the floor. For the Lakers, they got to get their money's worth out of Anthony Davis, and he has to go through this playoff run with no doubt that he is one of the top 3 players in the league. I got a quick question. Someone asked
You know
me,
what? I don't want him to end up. I'm sorry, Trent. I don't want him to end up being a LaMarcus Aldridge. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like, well-rounded. Was all-around player. Can't be found in the playoffs. Now we were blaming on injury. He was injured, so okay. Now you can't do anything when you're injured.
Yeah.
Missing the playoffs. But then when it's time for you to play, you don't show up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He did good. He just did good this last game. His defense spoke better than his offensive play. So in the last game, so Can he
Yeah,
maintain that? Can he maintain that? That's yet to be seen because in the other time we've seen him, he's been what injured.
Injured, yeah. Now I got a
he's
quick question. One of my coworkers, we were discussing Anthony Davis and Giannis. In your opinion, who do you think is better between the two?
Who?
Anthony Davis and Giannis.
Well, there's a size comparison for one right now. He's gained more weight, so
talking about
it's
right
more.
now.
Right
It's
now.
gonna be. Yeah, it's a size comparison right now, but I mean, quicker. I would give it to Giannis being quicker.
But who's
You
better
know,
though?
Mm.
well, AD shot better, so his all around game is better than me. You know, so if you want to talk about skill wise, I think AD probably got him in that category because he shoots better. He can dominate down low. He can dominate down low better than Giannis, as far as size wise. So I will get an edge in that category to
To Giannis?
Anthony Davis. No,
Oh,
Anthony Davis.
to Anthony Davis. What about you now?
I don't know, man. You would have to be more specific with that because I want to say
Well, look
Giannis,
at
but like Troy said, Anthony Davis might be more skilled than him
Yeah,
as far as his post game and also his shooting ability.
yeah.
But Giannis makes that up and being able to just
Dominate,
dominate. There's
Yeah.
nobody really that can guard
wait a
Giannis
minute
one
now,
on one.
because he was
Now
doing that in New Orleans when he was doing that in New Orleans, just dominating, and he was playing the four, and he was playing the four. So I mean, sometimes the five most of the time, depending on who they had on the court. But yeah, he was leading. He was leading assists. I mean, leading in points and rebounds and assists on the team. And he was playing that position at a bigger size and still able to be mobile. So and have a better all around shot. I mean, give his 15-footer is deadly man on the elbow. So I
yeah.
mean, that part right there kills Giannis in itself.
So real quick, who are you choosing? If you had to pick one player as your first pick, who are you choosing? Giannis or AD?
Today, I'll take Giannis.
Giannis?
Only the only thing that makes me take Giannis is Anthony Davis has it's kind of fragile here and there. Giannis
Yeah.
is showing durability,
Okay.
Oh, no,
even though he
let's
lacks his
take away
shooting
the
ability.
injuries. Let's take away injuries. Let's take away injuries. We talking about a complete player ready to play, no injuries. Let's take that out of the equation because you can add that to a lot of stars and sit here and say, well, if they won't injure you, they could have done this and that.
I'll take Giannis still because and Giannis' motor is way higher than Anthony Davis.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Switching gears. Is Luka a top 5 player in the league?
Right now,
Yeah.
Hell, he might be a top 3.
he might be top 3 right now.
I don't
Man,
know what you're
listen.
looking at.
Yes, he is.
Listen.
Kid is 20 years old, and we're having a conversation about him.
If
his,
if
his first 2 years dominates LeBron first 2 years in the league.
Yeah,
Jordan too.
he's putting up LeBron's MVP numbers right now at 20.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah,
And
this is
and
true.
Michael Jordan too.
28,
Um
8, and 7.
the crazy thing
This is
is
true.
now I'm still a KP fan. The Knicks have a we make everybody else better except for ourselves. But if KP is not ejected that first game, I
They're
think
winning that.
huh?
They would have won that game.
They would have won that game. They would have won
won
that
it.
game. And Luka's been playing good. I know he got injured last game. We'll see how he feels this game. But I wouldn't be surprised if that series goes 7. Barring
It
if
won't.
Luka
It'll go to 6. It'll go to 6. Maybe it'll go to 6 now only because Luka's
yeah,
injury.
he's a little
We don't
nicked
know the
up.
severity of it.
But
I mean,
Luka's playing
the
phenomenal.
man is scoring 42 points, man, a game,
Yeah.
And this
and
is
assists.
against the best perimeter defenders in the league.
In the league right now. The
You
best
got every perimeter
combo.
defender you could think of on one team, and he's just shredding them.
Right.
Now we're gonna go over to the East. And I'm kind of upset because both of these teams are gonna advance and they're gonna have to play each other the next round. Toronto and Boston. That's that's going to be a good matchup. Boston got them young guns, and Toronto's still playing like a championship caliber team. Although it's the banged up Nets, they don't have
Well,
KD or Kyrie, but
I hope it's better. I hope it's better than the Celtics and the 76ers. Boy, that's a boring ass series.
oh yeah. I mean, Ben Simmons is not playing, even though I still would have had the Celtics winning that series, but you know,
I don't think I'm crazy, man. But I told you we can go back and find the episode, man. But I told y'all, man, one of them guys got to go. Embiid or Ben Simmons are gonna have to go. And they're probably gonna be Embiid.
That's a fact. You can't build around both of them because they both take up too much space.
too much. Yeah,
If Simmons could shoot, then it would work. But
it would be perfect. It would be perfect.
Yeah, he can't shoot.
Um,
I think I was telling George earlier, it might sound crazy, but Toronto could find their way back into the finals, or at least in the Eastern Conference.
yeah.
Because Gordon Hayward, he's done for the not for the season, but he just left the bubble or whatever.
Yeah.
You believe in them Raptors now?
I have to.
Oh yeah.
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you can deny how well they're playing.
They get back to the finals.
Oh, here comes.
What I've been saying. You put anybody on that. You put DeMar DeRozan, they would have went to the finals. They just ran up against. They just ran up against the beast in the East. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, go James. Hey, look, not for nothing.
Hey, look. You know what? I'm glad you said go James just now, man, because I wanted to ask a question.
What's up?
And I really don't want to ask you because I know you just biased, and then I don't know about Nam sometimes, because sometimes he's with you and sometimes he's against you. So I gotta ask him. So
that's my man. Shout out to Nam.
Hey, what do you think of what do you think about Frank Vogel saying LeBron should absolutely be the NBA MVP this season?
I think if the season was to play out normally, I think LeBron makes a case for himself. But now, Giannis is gonna get it now, because LeBron's performance in the bubble didn't change people's minds. But prior to like the last that stretch that he had when they played the Clippers, then he beat Giannis. He was on a great stretch. If they would have continued the last 18 games in that fashion, I think he would have played at that high caliber level.
Yeah,
I think he makes a grand case for himself. But now Giannis is the MVP.
Yeah, Giannis got it.
Giannis is getting back to back.
Well, he deserves it.
And he could also get Defensive Player of the Year as well.
Yeah,
Giannis deserves it, man. I mean, come on, man. LeBron playing in LA. LeBron playing in LA, man. He got all the help. I told y'all about Chris Middleton before. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's not a good supporting cast number. You know what I'm saying? Supporting number 2 rather, second scorer. You know, he still got that G League mentality right now.
More of a third option.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, they got a pretty decent squad. But I mean, that's not to take away from what LeBron did this year.
No. I'm not taking away from it. I'm just saying Giannis deserves it more than he does. Especially for the team that he plays on. And I mean, you can switch those guys around and put LeBron on the Bucks, and I would say, okay, yeah, LeBron would deserve the MVP because of what he, having to do for that team. I mean, LeBron does a lot for LA, but I mean, he got a better supporting cast too. So.
Yeah, the conversation is pretty much over now.
If
the season was a regular season without this COVID stoppage,
LeBron would have had a case the way he was playing.
LeBron makes it a good case. But now, the 8 games, it doesn't give him enough chance to show us anything different than what Giannis already had shown us the whole season. So Giannis gets it. I think he gets it pretty convincingly. I don't think it's unanimous or anything, but I think he gets it pretty convincingly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, real quick. Did you guys happen to see the draft lottery?
Yep.
Oh yeah, some of it.
What are you guys' thoughts on the top 3 pick? Minnesota at 1, the Warriors at 2, the Hornets at 3.
Are you talking about the 8? The Knicks at 8, or is it like
I said
11?
the 1, 2, and 3. I didn't say nothing about the Knicks.
I mean, what is there to say? I mean, the NBA lottery is so different, man, compared to like the NFL lottery or baseball lottery or whatever. It's so different. I mean, draft. It's so different, man. So to say that, okay, Minnesota got the first pick. I mean, what do I think about that? What are they gonna do with it?
Do you think? Do you think they're gonna pick the kid from Georgia or LaMelo?
They're taking Anthony Edwards.
They'd probably be Georgia.
Kid from Georgia.
They have to. That's the best fit because now you have a 1, a 2, and a 5 with Carl Anthony. You're not gonna get another 1 because why would you trade for D'Lo in there?
Exactly. Now, with that being said, the Warriors will probably keep or trade their second pick.
I think they second pick.
So that only leads for LaMelo Ball to come.
I think they need to keep it.
We're going to get into that. But that only leaves for LaMelo Ball to come to Charlotte. If he comes to Charlotte.
Oh, that would explain the Charlotte gear. Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is for just in case my son LaMelo comes to Charlotte, I will be getting season tickets.
I thought you were supporting a little soccer league I got down there.
Why would they get LaMelo? And because you have Graham. What do you do with that?
They're gonna have to play together.
What,
but you move Graham
as like a combo?
Combo, yeah. Guard? Like good guard play dominates the league right now.
You can move LaMelo to the 2 as well if you wanted to here and there.
Nah,
Graham is big enough to play the 2.
Right now, Graham is a better, and honestly speaking, we playing in a positionless basketball time right now, so it really doesn't matter who's the 1 and 2. They could both bring the ball up. But as far as LaMelo is more of a facilitator, I would prefer Melo to facilitate, and Graham could just be a pure scorer.
He could shoot anyways. I think he was top in the league in 3 points made this season.
For Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He had a great stretch, I think, before the All-Star, after the All-Star, where he was like top 2 or top 3, in somewhere in between James Harden and somebody else in threes made.
You can use Graham as that CJ role where he can facilitate if you want, but Graham could just get buckets. You give him the ball. Listen, we need a bucket from you. So, and then the thing with no disrespect to Terry Rozier, but LaMelo's better.
Yeah, day and night.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Terry Rozier is not even better than Graham. So you can keep Graham, put him at the 2. Not saying he has to guard 2 guards, but he could be that CJ McCullough and that like just score. And then, you put LaMelo who can facilitate. He can give you some buckets, but more of the, getting rebounds, pushing the ball, and try to get them other guys involved.
Yeah, I mean, but let's also give a room for error because the Hornets always have a chance. They always have a way of fucking things up.
Yeah. So
they could get some random kid from overseas out to that, and it won't even be LaMelo. It could be some random guy.
Now, TJ, speaking of the Knicks, we're not in a bad spot, and I'm gonna tell you why. I know we wanted the first pick, the second pick, or even the third pick, but
hell, even the fourth.
Yeah, even the first damn 7. Hell yeah.
But what Knicks fans have to realize is, just because you don't get the top 3 picks doesn't mean that you can't get a quality draft pick. Donovan Mitchell, true. Michael Porter Jr., Klay Thompson, all these guys were chosen after, the 10th pick. So, even Kawhi Leonard. So, just because you don't get the top 3 picks doesn't mean you can't. But you have to do your homework and scout the right players. So, I'm hopefully remain positive that our scouts have done their job. And worst case scenario, we get Cole Anthony.
Well, whoever Thibodeau gets,
and that ain't
that's what he looks for.
That's not really worst case scenario. I mean, you're getting a good guard, man. a guard / shooting guard. So I mean,
No,
yeah.
that's a fact. Him him and RJ, I think they could work together. Because like I said before, you need like quality guards nowadays. You can't just go by with just a and Nam would agree with what I'm about to say with like a Alonzo Ball, traditional point guard. That don't that don't work anymore. Now that LaMelo's coming in the league, Lonzo, he gonna take the back seat. My son LaMelo gonna kill him.
He's been in the backseat.
Speaking of, let me bite off that too. That traditional point guard, man. Shout out to Chris Paul, man, for big ups to him coming up big on his game winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He played good during that game. Probably the best point guard in the league, I would say, in my opinion.
Nah, what you was gonna say?
Yeah. You know, that since you mentioned Chris Paul, let's also give all the credits and all the respects to my man Booker. That man played lights out.
Devin Booker.
He played like an all-star, did he not?
He did.
Yes, sir, man.
He played like an all-star, but
I hated it. They go out like that, man. I hated it. They won every game, but it meant nothing.
Well, no. This is more so towards Terrence, because remember we had 2 episodes, maybe 3, maybe even 4.
Come on. Just to
on the air and off.
I
the
said
air.
he's
dogging Devin Booker.
No, I didn't dog him.
Yeah.
I said he's an all-star. I don't think he's a superstar. That's what I said.
He didn't play like a superstar?
I would agree. I would agree.
In the bubble, he didn't play like a superstar?
In the bubble, he played like a superstar.
Yeah, 8 games he played like a
superstar. Before that, he was an all-star. He wasn't a superstar.
That's all I was. That's all I was saying. Now, if he can lead his team to the 8th seed, I'll put him in the superstar category. I judge players differently from everybody else. You can put up phenomenal numbers.
Now, we would have judged him differently had they made it in this bubble here after winning all those games. We would have been talking something different here now about
Absolutely.
him.
Now, this is early. This is way too early. But if Ja would have made the playoffs as a rookie, forget the rookie of the year. That's something special, because nobody besides Oklahoma City had the Memphis even, and I think the bubble. I mean, I think the layoff did hurt the Memphis
Grizzlies.
Along with
it hurt them, and then I think somebody got hurt too.
Jared Jack Jr. So I think that hurt them, as well as the Pelicans. You know, there's 2 young teams, you know, from that long layover, and then to come in, you know, that's no excuse.
And not having enough veterans on your team hurts you, because you don't know. Well, you don't have people that can push you to know how to play into these caliber types of games.
Exactly.
Which is fine. But now, Devin Booker
he's an all-star.
Like
he played phenomenal. But if Ja could get his team, to the playoffs next year, and Devin Booker can't, I can't put Devin Booker as a superstar.
I think Booker probably gets moved. Somebody's gonna try to throw something at him.
Yeah.
If I was the Warriors, I'd offer that number 2 pick if I was them, and Wiggins.
He probably won't be out that long.
If I'm the Warriors, I try to go after Booker over Bradley.
Yeah.
I would try.
I'd give him the number 2 pick, Wiggins, Looney, whatever they need. I'd give it up.
But now that's young. A fact.
He's probably, 25, 26, maybe.
Yeah, but you know that.
Yeah. I throw the whole house at him.
You talking him and Clay Clay, Steph, and Draymond. That's a nasty lineup right there.
That's a deadly lineup.
Yeah. Damn, and that's only 4 players. Damn.
Yeah.
Now they would have to retool that bench, but I mean, as far as, you know, like I said, Devin Booker played lights out, but he has to take that next step. Aiden is no slouch, so you can't sit here and say that he has no help. You know, so they're gonna have to take that next step. But like I said, he played phenomenal. I just don't think he's a superstar, in my opinion.
That's all right. You'll see. Just give him next season. You'll see next season.
Oh yeah.
I think he got the traits there, man. I think.
Yeah.
I think it will take one other person up to be around him to actually bring him to that level to be a
Exactly.
superstar.
Yeah.
He gonna
Yeah.
struggle. He gonna struggle trying to do it by himself there in Phoenix. You know, because all they were getting in the draft was damn
Bunch of bigs.
tall, tall, tall,
That's all they
big
keep giving them.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
all big guys. No swing men. No, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No pick and pop guys. No guys. You know, no guys that can help him or create or better yet, just create plays for themselves. So
I
I
mean,
mean, he gonna struggle. He gonna struggle out there in Phoenix.
I'm not gonna knock him for what the front office does. That's not Devin Booker's fault. If the front office doesn't put pieces around him, I can't knock him for that. But eh, when we judge superstars, we judge them as them elevating the players around them. You know, you look at Michael Jordan, he didn't always have the best players around him. You look at Kobe, you look at some of the greats, they didn't always have these great players around them, but they elevated them to another level. And you know how LeBron is especially that, especially his first go around in Cleveland. He didn't have the greatest players around him. He elevated those guys.
Hey, what up, bro?
And you know, they got better. So but
I got a quick question. What's you guys' thoughts on the Nuggets?
Oh, you just woke up?
Especially Porter. Michael Porter played well.
I owe you 7.
Oh well, you know he been showing up as a late anyway, man, in games. I've been watching him. Been playing pretty good.
yeah, the Nuggets, they need another. They need
Yo,
Michael Porter could be that, but they need another piece, man. Because there's no reason why you let
yo.
one guy
Hello?
beat you.
Well, Donovan Mitchell is special. Let's be honest. I
No,
think
he-
Donovan Mitchell is,
Let's
he's
don't
a
act like
top
he's
10
just a
player in the
regular
league.
player. You know, yeah.
Because he did the same thing to OKC in his rookie year.
He's a savage too, man. So
Yeah,
you know.
he will keep coming at you. He's relentless.
yeah, but
Yeah.
see, that's one player. Denver has a better overall team. They should be able to let Donovan
Handle it.
Mitchell get his points, just like with when the Lakers played against AI. AI got his numbers, but after that
Everybody
one,
else got strapped.
after that one game, all right, cool. We'll live with that. But AI got his numbers, but then the Lakers were the better overall team, and that's the same situation with Denver. Denver's the better overall team. But
Hell, that's the same situation with damn Milwaukee, man. The team's gonna damn band in and damn surround damn Giannis and shut him down. And then okay, who's here gonna bail us out?
yeah, that's a fact. But see, my
That's
biggest
why I don't
gripe,
think they ever get a championship.
yeah, and if now hold on, are we still putting Giannis as a top tier player if he don't make the finals this year?
Of course.
Why not?
What he does individually,
kept-
what they do as a team doesn't define him and his individual skill now.
Yeah, but we when we talk about the greats and we talk about the best players, we judge them individually and their team success. So
we kept LeBron in the conversation for a long time, even when he kept running into Boston. Of course, he got it on his own. He took him on his own against the Spurs in 07, but we still kept him in the conversation the following years after.
Yes, but the thing
We
is,
keep James Harden in the conversation right now, even though he hasn't been back since OKC.
the thing is, you have to be able to get
That's
your
right.
squad. If you have to be able to lead your team at least to the finals. That was my question. If he can't get to the finals with no KD, no LeBron, no Kawhi, nobody in the East that's really on your level, I can't. That's
see
all
what
I'm
you're
saying.
talking. Let's see what you're talking about. What you're talking about, that all ties into chemistry. With all that talent and no chemistry is there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But I'm just saying, you don't have that one player that's on your level in the East right now.
Okay.
So
if we're gonna use that same rubric, James Harden is a top tier player right now, right? Yes or no?
I know it's going to come.
I will put him top tier, but not on the highest tier. No, he would be a tier.
How many tiers is there, Terrence? Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, right now you could argue LeBron, KD, and Kawhi is the top tier in the league right now.
Okay.
and then you got Steph, James Harden,
Anthony
Giannis,
Davis.
Anthony Davis. That's a tier under. So as far as the guys, 3 guys that can go to any team in the league, and they'll be a certified playoff team. You talk about Giannis, not Giannis, Kawhi, KD, and LeBron. I can't see nobody else going to a team and they could be an automatic.
What about Anthony Davis?
I can't say that because he was on a team that didn't make the playoffs a few years. He was there.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, he went.
When
he went
he wasn't
to
healthy,
he
but
went
when he was
he
healthy,
went
they made it.
he went to the Lakers and made them automatic playoff team. They won't count them in before that.
Yeah, but let's be real. If Braun don't get hurt last year, they would have made the playoffs.
But if
We
they had
don't know
Anthony
that.
Davis last year, they're in the playoffs still.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
At
but,
least penciled in
I mean,
anyway.
You take Anthony Davis, you take LeBron off that team, and Anthony Davis maybe. But like I said, we don't know because Anthony Davis was on the
Giannis is a top. You can't be a potential back-to-back MVP, which what he is, and not say you're a top-tier player.
Yeah,
Giannis?
you can't be an MVP.
Back-to-back
an
MVP and not be a top-tier player.
You can't be an NBA MVP. Period. Not you know what I'm
And
saying.
not be a top-tier player.
And not be a top tier player. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, that's just how I judge it. Because if Giannis doesn't make it to the finals, I can't put him on.
That's exactly why we're trying to get rid of some of these doggone Hall of Fame voting people out right now. The people like that right there. Well, I'm just being biased. It's just me.
I mean, but if that's the case, if Giannis can't get to the finals, then all he is the James Harden of the East. He'll win the MVPs, but he can't get on the big stage.
But there were players that were doing it before James Harden. So
AI was a top-tier player for a long time before even he made the finals. And even after that, he was still a top-tier player. I think being top-tier is just an individual thing. Going to the finals is more of a team collective thing. Yeah, there are some players that have dragged people with them.
And that's all I'm
LeBron
saying.
James.
If you could drag
Kobe,
your team,
things like that, but
if you could drag your team to the finals, that puts you a step ahead of other players because you could argue.
It's not too many players that could just drag everybody. It's just not what it is.
But that's what makes you. That's what separates.
That's what
separates the greats. That's what separates.
You still got to have a semi-supporting cast, though. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, they ain't taking them by themselves. So your supporting cast got to be something semi. You know.
I understand that, but we're talking about Allen Iverson, who didn't have the greatest supporting cast.
Oh no, we're not gonna sit and say Eric Snow and Dallenberg and all them was.
That's what I'm.
Great, you know. But
like I said, you know,
Giannis is a top tier player.
Yes, he is.
He's top tier B.
You putting Giannis at tier B?
I mean, look, if he can't get to the finals,
crazy man.
If he can't get to the finals without Kawhi, without Kevin Durant, without LeBron, then what?
Look, you become an MVP of what you do for your team and what you do individually. He's made that. So why wouldn't he be a top tier player?
So let me ask you a question: is Russell on the same tier as Giannis?
Who?
Russell Westbrook. Yeah.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. Because what you just described.
Because he's had. Hold on.
You going?
Giannis is better than Russell.
Wait a minute. Not only that though, but Russell Westbrook. Excuse me. Russell Westbrook has had a better supporting cast than Giannis as well.
Not his MVP season.
He's had a better supporting cast period through his whole career.
I'm talking about his MVP season. When he won the MVP, he didn't have the better supporting cast. He didn't have PG, KD, Melo, Harden. He didn't have none of those dudes.
Well, I mean, damn, he led in triple doubles in a million? Damn.
2 years in a row.
Yeah,
three.
so
Actually,
I mean,
three. He did it.
Yeah, it was 3 in a row, yeah.
But
Giannis is top tier. There's not much to really talk about. Giannis is
Yeah,
top tier.
ain't nothing to
all
say,
right,
ain't
so
nothing to say
even
about
if
it.
you don't make the finals, he's still top tier.
It's top tier,
Yes.
man. I mean, take
Yes.
it easy. Okay,
You
look,
put
would you?
Giannis on the Knicks right now. They're going to the second round.
I got one for you.
Wow. The
Hey,
second
look,
round,
I
look,
got,
Yes.
look, I
I
got one
doubt
for
that.
you. Okay, you said if Giannis never makes the finals, right?
No. Let me reframe that
No,
because
don't just
I
say
know
the
how
last so I get
y'all
so I
like
get
to
my
switch
point
up the
out.
verbiage.
No, say what you
T-Mac was a
just
top
said.
tier player. He
I
never got
said
out the
if
first round.
I said if
What
who
what did you say?
T-Mac was a top tier player. He never got out the first round.
Hold on, wait a
I
minute, hold
person
on.
anyway. Listen, I said Giannis has
What?
no excuse this year not to make the finals,
I understood loud and clear.
barring
I
injuries.
get that.
No
But
excuse.
Uh-huh.
but that does not make him. That does not give us the right to deny his ability to say he's not a top tier player.
Okay,
I
I
mean, if
got
he
you.
doesn't show up in the big games,
So you say if Giannis don't make it to the finals, then what? He's not a top tier player.
me personally, I wouldn't.
Just answer the question.
Me personally, I wouldn't put him top tier.
He's not a top tier player.
If you don't make
Okay.
the finals,
So, okay. If you don't make finals, okay. So tell me this, right? So Carmelo Anthony never makes it to the finals. Does that make him a top tier player?
no. And I'm a Melo fan. He was never on the same level as LeBron.
Yeah, well, but he could have been on that
He
level
could
had he
have.
and not if he not ran to the damn Lakers.
I mean, every team in the West ran into the Lakers. But that's still no excuse.
So a top tier player means what, 5 and above,
No, top
or
tier to Terrence
10 and
means
above?
you're able to go to the finals.
Remember, and I'm consistent because I'm the same. Listen, I'm consistent because I'm the same with superstars. To me, you're not a superstar if you can't even get to the playoffs. So it's the same as far as one of the best players in the league. You got to be able to. You got to be able to what you call it. And I've been watching basketball for a long time, and some of the greats that we consider the greats, they've at least got to the finals. You don't have to necessarily win it. It would suck if you don't, but just get your team there if you want to be considered one of some of the greats. Jerry Russ is considered one of the greats. He lost 9 times, but he he got to the finals. He won one, but he lost 9 times. But we're gonna wrap this up because we only got a minute left.
Uh,
Anything else before we wrap this up?
Nah.
man.
Shout out to Adam Silver, man.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Adam Silver.
Just feels good to reach out to everybody, man, and you know what I'm saying, be able to get back and tell these stories, man, and things like that. Hopefully we'll be able to get back in the studio soon and everything. But right now, we're gonna keep it safe, keep it doing what we're doing, and come up with good content.
Yeah, what he said. It's your boy T.